Hey guys, Captain Foley with you. We're back to talk about Star Trek news. San Diego Comic-Con news. A few things to talk about. And it's a beautiful night, so I figured I'd have a fire. Hey Project Achieva, how's it going? Hey Chuck. Heath Topkins, how's it going? You can probably hear my neighbors. I apologize. Yeah, DS9 looked good in that trailer, man. Just fly around and admire the pylons like we're in awe. That was pretty hilarious. Olivia says, get your Trekyards here. Prepare yourself for Warp 10 excitement. Discover the undiscovered country. Yes, man from Planet X. I'm having a vodka drink. Black Fly vodka cooler. Yeah, the DS9 music was awesome. Everybody make sure you hit like. What's this about DS9? In which trailer? DS9 is in the Lower Decks trailer at the end. Yeah, I can go for some hot dogs, that's for sure. There we go. Eagle Moss going bankrupt is old news. Honestly saw it coming, but we're not going to talk about that right now. We'll probably do a live about that at some point. Was what in the Picard trailer? The sacrifice to get there or be there? Yeah, that was Worf in the Picard season 3 trailer. So yeah, the Lower Decks and Strange New Worlds crossover, that sounds interesting, to say the least. It'll be fun to see how that plays out. Yeah, Worf looked good. Everybody's like, oh my god, Worf looks like Worf. Well, fuck, of course he does. What else is he gonna look like? Oh, I thought he looked like one of the Discovery clips. You fucking dumbass. I'm just gonna slap you in the head. Of course they're not gonna redesign Worf. Plus, Worf was in the first episode of Picard. during the Federation News Network recap of Picard's career. So I don't know why people are so stupid. Yeah, Captain 7. Ooh, and yay, they're bringing Raffi back. Boo. Don't give a fuck about Raffi. Most dislikable character in all of Picard. Let's keep her around, okay? I thought, not sure where I heard it from, but I thought Klingons had lifespans comparable to Vulcans. Worf is all white-haired, not complaining, just wondering. No, it's a little bit longer than humans, but not as long as a Vulcan. Maybe the white hair is a choice. Saw Captain's pips on Worf, but not Geordi. Curious what he's doing. Ambassador? No, people are saying that Geordi's actually an admiral. So and who's excited to see the Enterprise F and the Enterprise G? That's all I'm gonna say. Is it gonna happen? Don't know. Guys, if you want to super chat, would really appreciate it if you're able to. And yeah, consider shooting a super chat my way. We'll be taking drinks for super chats tonight. So well, one of the Enterprises would be the F probably, and I think you've seen that in STO. But it might be, on its way out. Could be time for the new one. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot to talk about, but anything you guys want to talk about, feel free to super chat and I will discuss it. But otherwise, we're just going to enjoy the fire for a bit. Roberto Suarez says, $2, thank you. Cool cosplay option with those jackets. Yes, and wow, Jonathan Frakes looks so good. Marina Sirtis looks like ass, but yeah, fire suppression's not working. Sorry, guys. But yeah, season 3 of Lower Decks. I don't know if you guys checked out our interview with Mike McMahon today. Part of it, that's for the first part. We'll be releasing those as a lead up to season 3. But it looks. I'm not talking about Eaglemoss, guys. It looks like Peanut Hamper might be back, and Martok in Lower Decks is awesome. How's the Lower Decks crossover going to work? No idea. That could be multiple things. It is in Strange New Worlds, though, which is an odd choice. So maybe we'll see live action versions of our Lower Decks guys. Who knows? SVS Guru 2000, €10. Heard there will be a Lower Decks Strange New Worlds crossover. Not sure how that would look. But what I'd want is animated Lower Decks crew and live action Strange New Worlds set crew together No one acknowledges it on screen. Yes, and I hope they do something like that. So that was one of the things we said would ruin Strange New Worlds if they incorporated something lower decks, but sure enough, they're doing it. So we're gonna have to see how that goes. It could be done really cleverly and very well, and it would be amazing for both. So it's just gonna be interesting to see how it plays out. No, SC Scout Guy, it's not legal reasons. It's just, you know, I've talked about it multiple times now. It's still not clear as to what's going to be happening with Eagle Moss. Like, it might get bought out like Loot Crate did. So it's too early to talk about it. But yeah, wow, them going bankrupt sucks. There, I talked about it. And yes, the Tomy Enterprise got funded today, but there's still a window where you can buy them. But they hit their 2,000 goal, which was originally 5,000, which went down to 2,500, and now then to 2,000 because they really dropped the ball on that. Are you at San Diego Comic-Con? No, I'm in my backyard. Andre Benson throws in $2 and asks, how many episodes of Picard going to be in season 3? From what I understand, it's only 10. But again, it's way too early. It's hard to say what's going to happen with that, so. Yeah, live action Shaxs would be great. Figured you guys would be talking about what William Shatner said, that Gene Roddenberry rolling over in his grave because of the new franchises. I think he was referring specifically to like Lower Decks, kind of that humor. But no, everybody's taking it as a, oh my God, Captain Kirk said that the new Star Trek sucks. That's not what he said. So that kind of annoys me a bit. Well, a Section 31 show most likely, and I assume, considering that Picard's ending with this season, they might move on to like Star Trek Crusher and talk about Beverly Crusher, or Star Trek LaForge, and do like 3 seasons with LaForge character or something. That'd be a cool way to do it, kind of Marvel style in that way. So, don't know exactly, but there's lots of opportunity there for those kind of stories. SBS Guru 2000 throws in €2. Live action Tiana. Rawr. Chances are you're only going to see a live action Mariner, Boimler, Tendi, Rutherford, and maybe Ransom, maybe the captain as well. No, they're still talking about a Starfleet Academy show. It's going to be led by Mary Wiseman as Tilly. Yeah, I don't want a Seven and Raffi show. That's just going to be awful. But Alex Kurtzman did say that there's a lot more female-driven shows coming, so that could be a possibility. Who knows? No, it's not worth arguing about, but yeah, Textical, I hear you. Yeah, Zacchaeus, I kind of agree with that as well. An anthology series would be awesome. It's a perfect idea for them. I don't know why they haven't even hinted at doing something like that. It's just the natural way I think they should go. I know, Colin, I know. No, I don't think they're going to do spin-offs of all the shows, no. Guys, hit that like button if you haven't. Eric Skelton, I heard what Shatner said, but didn't Roddenberry hate Wrath of Khan, which is probably the greatest. Yes, he hated Wrath of Khan. He also didn't like the direction that Rick Berman wanted to take TNG, and yet the first season or two under Roddenberry's control of TNG were arguably the worst. So Star Trek got really good. And he hated Deep Space Nine. He hated Star Trek 6. So yeah, he hates good Star Trek, I guess. I shouldn't say that. TOS was great, but still. I know this is a little bit different format tonight, but I'm just kind of chilling and hanging out, so I'm not talking as much. Yes, I agree, SC Scout Guy. Again, one of their best characters from Picard, and they left him in the past. George, yes, that is true. However, if you do it in an animated format like Love, Death, and Robots and have different people, different companies working on each episode, then you know what? It could work for an anthology series. Even a new short treks show with which like Love, Death, and Robots, some of the episodes are 6 minutes, some are 15 minutes, would be fantastic. Just release it all at once and not like piecemeal. Hey, Jim's Landscape. Sorry, Commodore Boone. Yes, SC Scout Guy, that would be great. Animated show set in the Lost era. And yeah, more short treks would be great. Hey, Curtis. Well, we saw the characters from Picard Season 3. We got a new Lower Decks trailer for Season 3 of Lower Decks. So... I'm gonna go throw some more fuel on the fire. There we go. SVS Guru 2005 euros. What I need is a Star Trek anime produced by Studio Trigger. Not sure if I know who Studio Trigger is. Dot. Where's Dot? Precious, where's Dot? Oh, there she is. Just checking, Dot. Yes. I have something to hide. I'm burning the captain's logs. That's correct. Gotta hide the evidence. You like my weird space anomaly entity beside the fire there? There's Dot. Yeah, Squadra Course, that was a good one. I like that one. That was classy, Dot. Thank you. And yeah, Matt Deckard, I saw we got the Tomy Enterprise funded, so that's a good thing. Yeah, Colin, I don't think you're going to get more than 10 episodes a season. At the most, I think you'd probably get 13, just with the new format. But oh well. Brian O'Neill Singleton, $2. Captain, what do you think about the Egomon situation? To recap, for the fucking a zillionth time, it sucks. There's still no word on what's happening yet, if somebody's going to buy them out and continue to make them, much like Loot Crate did, or like what happened with Loot Crate. So there's nothing to say, really. Verpine, $2. Don't have a question, just take my money. Well, thank you, Verpine. Appreciate that. Only problem with Southern Ontario is mosquitoes. Yes, it's true. However, I got this. I got a thermocell. See, it's burning away there. It's got the little mosquito pad in there, and it's like got a 20-foot radius, and it works brilliantly. There's not a whole lot to talk about. Me and Samuel will be covering all this San Diego Comic-Con stuff next week. We're going to do multiple lives on specific topics and things. There's still might be more news coming out of San Diego Comic-Con. So we'll have stuff to talk about. Don't worry. When does it start to get September, sometimes October. Sometimes it's still really warm in October. Brian O'Neill Singleton, $5. No, take my money. Well, I like Brian's money better because it's bigger. So, I hate that enterprise. Let me just do something here. What the hell? Oh well. Raven DeGray, $5. I was at the Toronto Beer Fest yesterday and the Cloud Fest in Markham today. Figured I'd buy you a beer. Oh, thank you, Raven. Much appreciated. I haven't heard about any new Star Trek toys being released. Wouldn't be surprised if there really aren't any, but we'll have to wait and see. Phantom cannon fire. What do you mean? I don't know what that is. That's cool, Curtis. That looks like a pretty good kit. My biggest regret is there's going to be a lot of new ships for Picard Season 3, like quite a few new designs. And unfortunately now we don't have Eagle Moss to supply us with them. So hopefully they have something else lined up for making ships, because I'm going to want some of the ships from Season 3. I don't have a preference. They're both great. You're not going to get a 1/300 scale Enterprise E. I don't think that's going to be a thing that's going to happen. You'll do fine, Curtis. TNG Bird of Prey, what do you mean? If you mean the Dara decks, well, yeah. That was pretty great, but you see them in the opening of every Lower Decks episode. I think everybody needs a Protostar model. I know they are, but that's kind of a thing now, unfortunately. Firing from the deflector. Yeah, Bill Barkley, they're not called Bird of Preys, they're Dara decks. If you want to get ship models in the same scale, go with 1/1000th. It's a manageable size, or 1/2500 scale. One 2500 scale would work for small and large ships. One 1000 scale would still be pushing it for some of the bigger ships, but I haven't watched any of the interviews yet from San Diego Comic-Con. I've just been busy today, so, but I did watch the trailers. Okay, John McWhorf, why wouldn't Worf look like Worf? That is the stupidest fucking thing I've heard. Everybody keeps saying that. At least Worf looks like Worf. Of course he fucking does. Got a history with Worf. Why would you change the look? Has nothing to do with Discovery Klingons. As a matter of fact, you saw Worf in the first episode of Picard when they played the FNN, the Federation News Network, footage recapping Picard's career, and Worf looked exactly like Worf should. I never for a second thought they would make Worf look like a Discovery Klingon. So I don't understand why people are like, oh, I'm glad Worf looks like Worf. Of course he would. What the hell? And that huge critic is Robert Meyer Burnett. I was talking to him like for an hour last night about season 3. He's not a huge Trek critic at all. Jesus. You can probably hear my neighbors because they're outside too, so I apologize. But it looks like I need more wood on the fire. Don't get your minds in the gutter. They're not going to redo TOS, Curtis. Read you scary stories by the campfire, eh? Gull Madrid, that's later in the week. He's not back. He's actually away until Tuesday, so Tuesday night would be the earliest we would do one. Oh, they're not going to redo TOS. He was one of the biggest Star Trek supporters, my dude. He wrote the movie Free Enterprise. I know the guy quite well, and yeah, he doesn't like the new Star Trek, but he absolutely loves season 3 of Picard. So trust me. And everybody's like, "Ooh, Rob Burnett said that he loves season 3 of Picard." And it's like, yeah, well, I've been saying that longer. We've had people that behind the scenes that have shown us some things. We know a lot of what's coming up in season 3 of Picard, and we've said for a while now that season 3 is going to be off the chain. You guys are going to love it. But now everybody's like, oh, Rob Burnett said, well, no, we were saying it first. So, but he's not a Trek critic. That's not what he does. Good God. He's actually a huge Star Trek fan. But yeah, he's a little bit negative towards the new Star Trek, and that's fine. He's a little too negative in my opinion, but, you know, I'm gonna kill these kids beside me in a minute. Unfortunately, I can't yell at them to be quiet like I can my kid. Oh well, sorry about that, guys. The Enterprise F and the Enterprise G. Bill.
And you choking me, isn't it? It's riding on me. Let's go.
They're not going to do a Captain Janeway. She's on Prodigy, so. G is not from an online game, Bill. They want to create their own Enterprise for the show, so the F is old at this point, so they're going to have an Enterprise G, is the rumor, so. Oh, we're going to see Martog in Lower Decks for sure.
Back up. He's just kicking your walls.
I have not had a sneak peek at the design of the G right now. It's only rumored that it's going to be in, but it's from a fairly reliable source. So no, I have not. I've seen some of the other ships they're going to have in season 3 though, and there's some fantastic designs coming and a few surprises. But yeah, we've seen some shit. That sound is my dogs running around like idiots.
You're kidding, I've lost a shoe.
Raven de Grey throws in $2 and says, this almost feels like Xmas with fire on my TV. Yeah. I'm gonna murder these children in their sleep. Oh my God, yes, it is. But there's no clear word as to what's happening yet specifically, so there's no sense really talking about it, just that it kind of sucks.
It was upside down. Upside down. Yeah, like beside you. Which means it was on the dark side. This is not a fair soccer match.
Well, to be fair, the Enterprise is the flagship. It should be some of the newest and most advanced tech out there, so. No, the pug's fine with the kids.
This little, in my way.
I don't think you can order ships from Eagle Moss anymore. They're going to be on the secondary market, eBay and stuff like that, and they're going to be pretty pricey. You can find them on Amazon and stuff, but no, we tried printing the STL file and it just folded and melted into an ugly pile of crap because there's no internal brace or joists. So the STL file is no good. It's good for animation and stuff, but not for 3D printing. Well, there is no Picard season 4. Season 3 is going to be the last season. You guys stop hitting the fence, please?
Okay.
That's all right, Trek or not. Don't worry about it. The ship looks fantastic. I just wish I could print it. Rumor is there's going to be an Enterprise G, brand new ship for season 3. It's not going to be the star of the show or anything, but so we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, they're trying to get rid of their inventory that they do have, but it's all like stuff nobody wants. The Eagle Moss ships nobody bought, like the Klingon Discovery ships, the Klingon Discovery ships. I'm assuming the E's probably retired, and the F is getting retired in season 3. Yes, Lower Decks season 3. What about it? Why was that a question? Yes, it's coming out August 25th. Let's see if we can get 4 more likes, get to 50 likes. I do need some hot dogs. My favorite ship from each series? Well, the hero ships, of course. Earthspark trailer. I've probably seen it. How new is it? If it's new, then I haven't seen it. I haven't heard all the news yet today, so I don't know. John McWhat, we'll have to see. Paramount Plus, eh? Well, it'll be available on Crave here then, or Paramount Plus. Pretty sure Crave has the Paramount Plus shows. But no, then I haven't seen it if it's a new show. Are you talking about the new movie? Is that, I thought it was Rise of the Beasts, which I don't think there's a trailer for yet, but there might be. They weren't meant to glow, no. Oh, well, then I haven't seen it, Bill. Am I serious about what? No, we don't. We do not need that. I'll be right back, guys. Hey, Matt's here. How's it going, Matt? Who cares, Furious fans? The reason it's on CTV Sci-Fi is formerly known as Space. It's because that's Toronto-based, and that's where the production is. So as part of their deal to film in Toronto, it was to have them air on those two on that channel. So. And yeah, Resurgence looks great. I can't wait to play Resurgence. Hi, Dot. How you doing, Dot? He's being a good girl? Yeah. You can go lay on the deck if you want, if you don't want to be on the grass. So yeah, lots of news. We will be covering all this stuff next week, starting on Tuesday. We'll have quite a few lives next week, so. That's true, SC Scout guy. They do say that, Shannon, yes. Oh, you're in Germany. Okay. I thought you might be Canadian with the way you said that. So seriously done. Let's see. Raven DeGray throws in $2. So sad about Tommy canceling my order as a Canadian. Well, you just need to reorder it and do what I did. I have it put on my credit card, but I have it shipped to a friend of mine in Michigan. So I'm just gonna, once it arrives, summer of next year, I'm just gonna drive down, visit my friend, hang out with him for the weekend, and just drive it across the border in my car. So, yes, Kyrian, I can see that happening for sure. They'll have a hair off. Yeah, the DS9 thing was awesome in that trailer. Oh, nice peaceful night. It's really nice out. Yes, the wormhole. Abandoned European fans when it was close to licensing Trek for conventions. Apparently there's a rumor floating around that there will be a destination next year. Still, in the UK, despite the fact that they have kind of, it feels like they've abandoned you guys, and I don't know why. It just seems kind of silly, but who cares if there's no Defiant? It's out on a mission. Maybe you'll see it later in the episode. Just didn't see it then. Maybe the Defiant isn't there anymore. This is after the events of the last episode, so we gotta log down. Yeah, I don't think it would necessarily still be a sign there, but who knows? I didn't think it was weird not seeing the Defiant at all, actually. Yes, Martog. And it's funny because J.J. Hertzler has already been in Lower Decks. He played another Klingon. I believe it was in season 1, Mariner's friend. But it wasn't... he didn't play that Klingon, sorry. He played a alien captain. And it looks like Peanut Hamper is also back for season 3, but I can't stand Peanut Hamper, so boo to that. But as long as the story's good, it'll be fine. The Grand Theater, yeah, I've heard it's haunted. They're on YouTube. Just look them up, Furious Funds. Just look up SDCC, San Diego Comic-Con, Star Trek trailers. You'll find both of them. If Matt's still here, maybe Matt can find the links and post them in the chat for you guys. I can't with the way I have my setup here, so... I think they're both great. There was no Strange New Worlds one, but the Lower Decks one was fantastic. The Picard one was boring. It was a teaser, but at least you saw the characters. Yeah, I'm sipping on some raspberry vodka cooler thing. And yeah, Picard season 3 is going to be amazing, guys. I'm telling you right now. If you didn't like the first 2 seasons, don't worry. This will be the season you'll like. This is the season that's just basically TNG season 8. So it's shaping up to be pretty cool. Gots to say. Of course, Worf looks like Worf. Why wouldn't he? For fuck's sakes, guys. I get so sick of hearing that. Everybody, oh, at least Worf looks like Worf. Yeah, of course he would. For fuck's sakes, it's Worf. He's a classic character. It's been around forever. It has a certain distinguished look. And he was in the first episode of Picard in the FNN, the Federation News Network, fucking coverage of Picard's career, looking like Worf. So why wouldn't he? It's never been in question that he wouldn't look like Worf. Oh my God. Okay, go lay down. I don't need you here bugging me. Go lay down. And there you go. Bill has 10 episodes, same as all the other seasons. My wood is a little damp from where it was stored under the bush back in the back of my yard. So sadly it's a little damp, but I've already put on all the logs I have right now. I could probably get a few more. You guys are gonna have to entertain yourself. I'll be right back. There we go. It's probably the last I'm going to put on, though. I saw you all looking at my ass. Calling it now too. This is just a speculation, but have a thought that maybe Picard dies at the end of this season, and maybe they'll like name a ship after him, the USS Picard or something. That'd be kind of neat. Ah, that's a fire. Yeah, Matt. Yeah, its own thing, standalone, kind of a season 8 of TNG. I already talked about that, Bill. I think he's an idiot, and I think he was referring more to like Lower Decks or something with that style of humor. Might not have been Roddenberry's liking, but let's be fair. Roddenberry was in charge for for a lot of TNG season 1, and it sucked. It got good when he was out of the picture. He also hated Deep Space Nine. He hated The Wrath of Khan. He hated Star Trek 6. So Roddenberry is not a good metric to measure by. So I think William Shatner just said that to be controversial and get like in the news and people talking about it. But of course, every hate channel has just clung on to that, like, oh my God, William Shatner said this. Duh, New Trek sucks. So. I think it was a shitty thing for him to say, and yep, that's the Predator. He's hanging out with me. Yeah, TOS was great, but even people working on the motion picture with Roddenberry said Roddenberry kind of lost sense of what Star Trek was, and Star Trek only really got good when he was out of it. So, I don't know. I think it was a stupid thing for him to say because, unfortunately, it just fuels the fire of the haters. And anything that does that makes me mad. So. Roddenberry was of the opinion, no, he had nothing to do with the S9. Are you kidding? Roddenberry was under the impression that no one in the future would have personal conflicts, no one would have arguments with each other, there'd be no interpersonal conflict, and the writers were like, are you fucking kidding? You can't write stories around everybody being happy all the time. So yeah, I mean, he had to kind of go, and when Rick Berman took over, it really made things better. So. Yeah, Matt, if you watch the Lower Decks trailer, at the very end, there's a really fantastic Deep Space Nine thing. Yes, yes, Matt, absolutely. Sorry this wasn't the normal video, guys, but it's just, me and you hanging out at the fire talking about the San Diego Comic-Con stuff. So, yes, he hated family. He hated that there was a conflict between Picard and his brother, because everybody in the future should be happy, happy, joy, joy all the time. Shatner is big into revisionist history, I think, with the way he tells stories now that more and more people are kind of out of the picture, like Leonard Nimoy and DeForest Kelley and, Gene Roddenberry for sure. Oh, hello. Is your girlfriend there too, Matt? Hello, girlfriend of Matt. You have made a wise choice. You have chosen wisely. And you got a pug, so you can't be all bad. So yeah, this is just us hanging by the fire, chatting about San Diego Comic-Con, Star Trek stuff. Haven't done a fire yet this year for a live. Promised a few this year when I did one last year. Just haven't got around to it. Tonight was a perfect night to fire it up, literally, and just chat about things. Because I originally wasn't going to do a live tonight, but with the San Diego Comic-Con news and Samuel being away until Tuesday, I figured I'd cover it. I'll probably do another live actually tomorrow, early in the day. So we can chat about it then as well, or anybody that missed this live can tune in then, and we'll chat about it then. There might be more news out. I might have had a chance to actually watch some of the interviews from San Diego Comic-Con or the panels. Speaking of, guys, go watch our release today. It is our first in a series of interviews with Mike McMahon and his team, talking about the Cerritos refit that they did for season 2, the extra attention to detail they added, and we asked them a whole bunch of Cerritos-based questions. If you haven't checked it out, go watch it. It's really great talking to Mike and his team, and those interviews are fantastic. So you guys have been asking for them for a while. We figured we'd use them as a lead-in to season 3 of Lower Decks, which is on August 25th, and hopefully you guys like it. Oh, thank you, Matt. Good, I'm glad you checked it out. There are more coming for sure, so just, watch it, hit like on it, send a super thanks on it if you want. We'd really appreciate that. There are a lot more interviews. That was like almost a 2-hour long interview, and that was only a 10-minute little bit from it. So yeah, you need to watch the other ones. We cover a lot of ground. We talk about the Obina class, and some of the other ship designs. We talk about just the storylines in the season. We talk about pretty much everything about season 2 with them, and it was fantastic. You only usually get about an hour at the most for interviews, but Mike was having such a great time with us, and he wanted to have his team on because we interviewed him for season 1 just by himself. He says, well, these guys know a lot more than I do about some of this stuff, so he had his team on with him, and we went for almost 2 hours that day. So it was really fantastic. The kids are gone, thank God. I am the great fire of Foley. I have been... Since long before your sun burned bright in the sky, I have existed. Welcome and commiserate with me on Star Trek. Long before your sun burned bright in the sky, I have awaited people to discuss Star Trek. Welcome to my fiery hue and my warmth, and be satiated in the tales of the Trek. I don't have any marshmallows. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row. Let me tell you of the days of high adventure. Trek horror stories. Okay, there once was a man who had an awful filmography. He was the worst of the worst. Nepotism progressed his career for years. He eventually, finally, got the rights to a massive franchise. After destroying the Transformers, being part of the creative crew that created the live-action Transformers, he went on to get Star Trek. His name is whispered, for you dare not say it too loud. Should he bring his wrath upon thee, it was the Kurtzman, Alex Kurtzman. He had a minion. His minion's name was Brian Fuller. He demanded no cylindrical nacelles, alien Klingon design, and many other things. He was a devil. He soon got ousted from his role. However, the damage was already done. I present to you all Star Trek Discovery. Discover the darkness. That was fucking terrifying. I apologize. My dog is an idiot. He tasks me. He tasks me, and I shall have him. I'll chase him round the moons of Nibia, around the Antares maelstrom, and round perdition's flames before I give him up. For most of my life, I thought Khan said, he asks me. He asks me, and I shall have him. No, it's tasks me. I didn't know that till I got the script. No, that wasn't Dot. That was Precious. That's good you see Perdition's flames. We've already chased him around the moons of Nibia. Now we're chasing him around the Perdition's flames. We've got to find the Antares maelstrom. Wah, 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 wah. Cause I make all the women bark, baby. Woof woof. Broken speaker, $2. I want a Buddy, Journey, Bashir, and O'Brien movie. Do I think Shatner makes it to 100? Probably. I think that deal with the devil at least ensured that. How old is he now? I know he's 90 something. Giggity giggity. Oh, 9 years. Wow, fuck. He might not make it then. I don't know. If he keeps saying stupid shit, I don't know. Yeah, he hasn't even watched his own fucking show. I did a video, a captain's log, a few years ago that said, "What's up with William Shatner?" Because the guy fucking irritates me. And lately I've been watching, I watched The Captains, I watched Chaos on the Bridge, and some of the shit he says, he's delusional, man. But yeah, go check out my captain's log, What's Up with William Shatner, or What's the Deal with William Shatner, I think it's called. It's a few years old. Every interaction I've had with him has been positive, but I've heard so much weird, like bad shit. And that video, he was annoying me at the time. And it's one of those things, you know, I pay good money to go to a Star Trek convention. I want to hear Star Trek stories. I don't want to hear about your fucking horse charities or other projects you've worked on. That can be like 10 minutes of your hour-long speech. I want to hear Star Trek. I know you've been doing it for 50 years. I really don't care. That's your job. That's what you're being paid to be there for. So talk about it. Talk about your horse charities and shit at the very end, like 10 minutes is all you need. And the thing that initiated that video was an interviewer asked him, "What's your favorite episode of Star Trek?" And he's like, "Oh, it's that, what's it called? The City on the Edge of the River." I'm like, "You're a fucking dumbass." You're a dumbass. You could tell it in the way he said it too. It was very intentional. Like he was just being an asshole. Because he's been asked that his entire career. He's talked about the city on the edge of forever multiple times. But to be like, "Oh, the city on the edge of the river," and people are like, "Oh, he's old. Give it to him." It's like, no. That's not how this works. Those are questions you know you're going to get asked. So, yeah. But anyway. But no, my personal experiences with him, the 3 times I've met him, have all been fantastic. He's been very kind and welcoming and warm. Maybe he knows that there's another captain in the room. Of course he doesn't, but, you know, I can dream, can't I? Hold on a second. Just gotta stoke the fire. Stoke the fire again. No. I'm currently out of wood, though. Well, I do have some more that I could dig out from back there, but I'm not going to. We're coming up, excuse me, on an hour and a half. Wasn't sure how long this live was going to be. But is there anything you guys want to talk about? Now is the time. Precious, it's all right. She's freaking out because my neighbor's dog Kilo is outside. Precious, come here. Leave him alone. Come on. It's been nice, relaxing little hangout with you guys. I like these. And Samuel says hangouts don't do well. Sure, they might not do well super chat wise. Super chats are super light tonight, but that's okay. But just hanging out with you guys and building that rapport, and you know, you feel like you're friends with me, just sitting around the fire chatting. I think it's well worth it. So. Phase 2. I think we've maybe done 1 or 2 on at least the Enterprise. We did a whole series of videos on different Connies. Phase 2 was in there. But we haven't really talked about the series that could have been. Squatcher Course throws in $1. Who will get the last super chat scare of the evening? Yeah, Matt, that one took a while to compile together. I'm proud of that one. I don't think I could find any extra footage or anything for another one. That took me a while digging just to find all that stuff. But Secret of Vulcan Fury makes me mad. It makes me furious with Vulcan Fury that we didn't get it, because such a great story, such a great idea, such great visuals. All the original actors recorded their lines for it. Doc McGillicuddy, $5 next on CBN. Local Starfleet captain sets 20 square kilometers ablaze, destroying local beloved Star Wars museum. Oh, thanks, Matt. That's awesome. Yeah. Hopefully there was some footage in there that you hadn't seen before, although I know you are pretty knowledgeable on it, so. I should have zoomed in on the fire a bit, maybe. Shit, didn't think of that till just now, because I'm an idiot. There you go. Never been, no. I do want to go. I have a friend I could stay with when I'm down there, but I've heard it's just like a shit show. It's so busy. If you're standing around, they like just try to shuffle you off, like keep moving. I didn't recognize it. No, I don't think it's in Toronto. I don't think they film in Toronto for the Orville. They film in California, so. It was a great scene. Well, guys, I think I'll call it quits for tonight. The fire is dwindling. And my dogs are freaking out because the neighbor's dog's outside. And it's weird because the neighbor's dog is looking through the fence, and because of the fire glow, his eyes are like red. They're reflecting red. So there's like these two red eyes staring at me through a chain link fence. And it's a little terrifying. I'll be honest. So, no, I think I'll call it quits for this evening. But thank you guys for watching. I'll probably do another live tomorrow at some point, so tune in for that if you're able to. It'll be earlier in the day for sure. But, yeah, thanks for sitting by the fire with me, guys. It's been fun. Can't wait to sit with some of you in person at a fire and just chat, have beer, you know. But anyway, I will catch you guys later. Have yourselves a great night. Until next time, I'm Captain Foley, signing off. Bye, everybody.